G'day. Our mates over at My Generator have just sent us out this cool package. So it's an RV Wi-Fi setup, and we're hoping this is going to fix some of the issues we have getting internet on the road, or just reliable internet on the road. What's even more exciting is that we're actually giving one of these away. So stay tuned, you'll see a post going up and we'll share it on our socials, and you'll have an opportunity to win one of these for yourself. So what you get in the box, first of all you've got your main router, and so this is just like your Wi-Fi router that you'd get at home. Gives you Wi-Fi access in the van, has a 4G SIM card slot so you can plug in SIM to get your internet. It's an industrial design, so it's a bit more solidly built than most things, which is great for when you're on the road in a van. It has external antenna ports, which is really important. I'll explain a bit more about that in a moment. And it also runs off 12 volts, so just super convenient to run in a caravan. The other box is your external antenna. So it's an external antenna for both Wi-Fi and 3G, 4G, and it's a really key part of the equation, and I'll show you a bit more about that in a minute. So let's go inside the van and I'll show you how this setup works for us and how it really improves our internet connectivity inside the van. Righto, so we're here in the caravan now, and we're camped up at the moment in a pretty typical campsite. We're just on the fringe of a town, and here we get pretty low 4G signal strength. So you can see here on my phone that I've just got 1 bar of 4G. Now what makes it really painful with your phones is that as soon as you close up the caravan at night, you slide the window shutters up and close the caravan up a bit more, it actually makes that signal drop even further. And so then you end up with even less. So you might have 0 bars of 4G, or it might drop out completely, and that is when it gets really difficult. So for us, often we're having to put a phone out on the roof of the caravan so that it still gets signal and hotspot off there. That's one of the other big issues with hotspotting your phone all the time, is it just drains the battery so quick. And then we've actually had issues when we've been in really hot areas where the phone actually, when it's doing the hotspot and charging, it actually overheats the phone, and the phone basically shuts itself down. And then all of a sudden you might be doing kids' school lessons, and it's a big panic about, you can't actually get the Wi-Fi or the hotspot working because the phone's getting too hot all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of the difference between what we get right here on 4G. I'm going to do a speed test, an internet speed test, and then show you exactly the same thing on the RV Wi-Fi speed test. So first of all, I'm going to switch off my Wi-Fi on my phone, so I'm just back on 4G, and then I'm going to run this speed test through this speed test app. So that's running the speed test now. And you can see those results have come back in, and they're okay, but they're quite low, and that's because we've got low 4G signal strength. So what we're going to do now is swap over to the RV Wi-Fi, which has its external antenna and gets a lot better 4G signal up there on the roof. So I'm just going to turn my Wi-Fi back on, and that's connected up to the RV Wi-Fi, and we're going to hit go again on this speed test. And there you can see we've got a significant improvement on our internet speed, which has moved it from being barely usable and frustrating to do anything on the internet to being usable by multiple people in the caravan and having plenty of speed. So it really makes a difference when you're on these sort of fringing areas. So one of the other great features we like about the RV Wi-Fi is that it's got an external antenna for the Wi-Fi. So it means that even when we're right up here on the hill away from the caravan, you can see we've still got really good Wi-Fi signal strength. So why is that important? So it just means that you can still sit outside and use your Wi-Fi. It doesn't mean the walls of the caravan aren't blocking that Wi-Fi from getting out. And it also means that if you're doing big drive days, the passengers in the car can get Wi-Fi, and so it means they can all be watching movies on Netflix or just using the internet and keeping themselves occupied and making those drives a bit easier. So we've been really happy with the RV Wi-Fi. It's really taken some of the hassles out of getting connected to the internet for us while we're living in our caravan. If you want to win one for yourself, head on over to the My Generator site and check out the competition, because it's a really good opportunity to get one for yourself.